Back here with another Toonami schedule. It is 7/19/26. And man, has it been something else? I feel like some of these series I thought they were gonna end this week, but yeah, I think I was looking a little further ahead, and that gives us some more episodes, so that's always fun. Yeah, I think it's been a great schedule so far. Anyway, we're also gonna be looking at Cartoon Network and Adult Swim for Saturday and Sunday as well, but first things first. As always, that Toonami schedule. 12 a.m. to kick things off, we have My Adventures with Superman Season 3. It was quite a wild last episode. We had all that stuff going down with Superboy, and finally he was able to go back to the future since everything that was supposed to go down kind of got cleared. And looks like Clark is going to have to deal with not having powers. But heavily focused episode, it seems, on Kara and Jimmy, especially with Kara and her jealousy. Will they finally make things out and get together? We shall see. And yeah, everything else to do with Clark, and maybe another really crazy finish to the episode, kind of saying, hey, the future isn't so bright. Lex Luthor is the big enemy. I don't know. A lot of stuff to think about, and as always, I'm going to try to get together with Cameron Funny Clips, and we'll be talking about the newest episode, which is Party Animals. 12:30 a.m. We got Blue Lock soccer, World Cup. It's been pretty phenomenal from what I've been hearing. I haven't watched it sadly since I haven't really ever watched football, soccer, whatever you prefer to call it. But yeah, this is action sports. It's a fun first season. I think it's very solid all around, and it is definitely one of those top series in the sports genre of all time. Yeah, we got Luck Plan, 1 a.m. Tokyo Revengers. It is a isekai in a way. In a way, I think it's an isekai. At least it's like a isekai relive type of thing. We got Endeavor playing. Yeah, that series is. Oh, there's some sick stuff when it comes to Tokyo Revengers. So I am very hopeful that they'll get the rest of the seasons on Toonami as well. See, those are the big shows that I'm like, man, they definitely deserve the continuations, but I also want to see a lot of the new projects to come to Toonami. We also have like stuff like common side effects. I'm sorry about talking ahead. I usually kind of talk about what's going on right now, but we kind of got to look at the future. Things are beginning to come to an end on the schedule, which means new things will get added. At the same time, they could put some older stuff, which kind of shows down here that they're replaying some stuff. We even got questionably Bleach playing the final season. I don't think they'll do it at the same time. I do think preferably they'll wait till it wraps up. I don't think Tanami has it in them to do a first premiere type of thing. That'd be really savvy if they were able to somehow do it, but I have high doubts. I don't usually look too much into that unless it's widely available already via X post or Twitter. But yeah, there's that to that. But looking pretty good, pretty bright in that regards of continued older stuff. 1:30 a.m. It's an oldie, been here consistently, and it's one of those series that I would love to see through and finally finish. No matter what, I eventually want to get back on the One Piece train. I got 1:30 a.m. One Piece, a deadly poison crisis, Luffy and Raiju. Raiju? Yeah, I am. It's been a minute. It's been a whole minute since I've watched One Piece. I was at can't think of it. Egghead Island, I believe it is. And I didn't drop it. I think they were on pause and I just never got back to it. But 6 series, and it's always been standing with Toonami to get ready to get to some fun stuff this year. Like, it's going to be a banger year for One Piece, especially, but just Toonami in general. That's why I'm so excited. We're going to have some great stuff side by side by side by side. So it's going to be this crazy block. 2 a.m. IGPX. This is pretty much just started. Still near the beginning. Not a very, very long series. I could be wrong. I have not seen it. I wish I played earlier, or I would have been watching this all the way through on Toonami. It's just, it's hard to keep my interest already on a lot of this stuff, just because I've seen it once. But I definitely got to give a shout out to the people that have maybe not seen these series. Maybe want to rewatch it and see it in dub. I think there's definitely something to gain from all this. But IGPX, we got The Ghost, 2:30 a.m. and 3 a.m. We got Blue Exorcist. Um, this part of the block I don't mind too much, but I'm sitting there thinking, you can throw in like a wide variety of other things. I guess they're using up Blue Lock or Blue Exorcist, not Blue Lock, Blue Exorcist, excuse me, while they have it. I don't know who owns it or kind of who's letting them borrow it, but yeah, that's the state of things there. It's a filler side of things. Don't mind it too much, and gives some rewatchability, especially whenever you're watching like two episodes at a time. So there's something in that. We got a block of plovers, and a now certain man was sick. Dot dot dot. 3:30 a.m. My Adventure Superman. We got party animals, so it's gonna be replaying the newest episode. Pretty normal. Is part of the block. Hey, what a way. I don't think it's a bad schedule. I think it's still very really strong. I think a lot of people need to understand these are banger shows. And go back not too long ago, we had Dan to Dan also playing. So you envision this in the past, you would have never thought that this type of block would ever be real. It'd be considered fake. It looks so fake, it's insane. Someone told you that Dan to Dan, Blue Lock, and Tokyo Revengers, as well as One Piece, were all going to be on one Toonami block. People would be calling you a liar. And I find that so funny that they were able to make something that seems so fantasy happen. That just makes me love Toonami even more, and it really makes you want to guess what their next crazy move is, because they're willing to put some crazy stuff on their block that isn't them. And we saw an example not too long ago with Rooster Fighter. That was very, 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 very smart of them. While it may have not been, best premiere series of all time, it was definitely something. Like, it actually surprised me quite a bit that it was still pretty good. Yeah, I do have hope for them in their originals. For some reason, I was considering Rooster Fighter an original, even though it is not. It is Viz Media, which, yeah, I get. Some things can be confusing, so hopefully you guys understand. Either way, we're going to get through the rest of this. I considered these next two spots a part of the schedule as well, just because this is where I normally end most of my schedule videos. I'm yapping a lot. I've been on a little bit of a tangent day. 4 a.m. we got American Dad. 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. One of my favorite series. I'm really hoping they eventually bring it back and do a season 2. There's definitely a spot to continue. Don't know if they're going to be bringing it back anytime soon, if ever, but yeah, that's one of my big dreams of Adult Swim Toonami. Wherever they want to play it, I'm okay with. We got I Am and Dreamers and Busters. So I think that is the first two episodes of Invincible Fight Girl. So that's fun. I believe Unicorn wrapped up not too long ago. So something a little different. Don't mind it too much. Overall, that was our Toonami part of the schedule. Now we're going to be looking at our Saturday, which is 7/18/26. Everything right before our Toonami schedule. I was kind of sneak peeking. I didn't really look into it. I just saw this extra amount of block that looked like it was playing just one show. So, 6 a.m. to start things off. We got Teen Titans Go all the way through 9:15 a.m., which is something. I'm wondering why they're playing a Teen Titans Go marathon. Yeah, I don't understand. Maybe there is a reason I'm going to read down here. We will see. Oh, you know what? I spoke a little too soon, but at the same time, 9 a.m. big highlight. We have Husa for the turkey leg, which I'm already going to guess this is probably a Thanksgiving special that was already released on the streaming services that just now got premiered on the network. Even though I don't think it's premiere, I think it's just like a first time showing. I call it a premiere. Either way, something new to the network. So we shout it out. So it looks like Cartoon Network has something new coming. I think I spoke a little too soon about nothing new really coming much. 9:30 a.m. and 9:50 a.m. So this is a fairly shorter series, especially from what I'm seeing here. Don't know if that means it's like minis, but 20 minutes or so. Actually, it could be 30 actually, looking at the time slots. But we got Grizzy and Lemmings, which is a new series premiering at 9:30 a.m. I don't know if it's 100% a premiere, but I'm going to say it's a premiere in my heart. Either way, it's just a new series. Our episodes of that are called Lemming Fortune slash Tough Medicine and Taiji Lemmings. I'm gonna have to look into that really. Like I was not expecting this at all. Seems like it just came out of nowhere. 10 a.m. Show Lost Tapes. I've been saying a lot. I'm really hoping for a continuation of the series, just because I feel like that will make up for some of the lack of new stuff. That was the series that was supposed to pull through. It's still pulling through. They're at least playing it on the network, so I think they deserve the credit there. 10:30 a.m., 10:45 a.m. is Craig the Creek. This series just comes back and it just randomly disappears out of nowhere. We got the Chiefs, the Chef's Challenge, and the Sparkle Solution. Don't know why I'm second guessing myself. I apologize. It's not Chief, it's Chef's. 11 a.m. we have Amazing World of Gumball. 1 p.m. Tom and Jerry Tales. 2 p.m. Be Cool Scooby Doo. 3:30 p.m. This is our movie time, which is Scooby Doo Abracadabra-Doo. And then we go to 5 p.m., which is official switch over to not Adult Swim. 5 p.m. is official switch over to Adult Swim. We got Bob's Burgers to start things off, playing some pretty fun episodes. 7:30 p.m. Family Guy. 10:30 p.m. Rick and Morty. And of course, that plays all the way till the start of Toonami. Real quick, I'm gonna look down here. No, there is no notes here. So I'm wondering what's up with that. We'll have to see. I'm gonna see what that series is about probably afterwards, and I'll probably add it to the title. You know, you gotta get people to come and watch your videos sometimes, even if they're little schedules. 6 a.m. We're now back to Sunday. This is our Sunday regular schedule, all the way till nighttime, like always. 6 a.m. we got Be Cool Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo Sunday is what I do call it. 7 a.m. the new Scooby Doo movies. 8 a.m. Scooby and Scrappy and Yabadoo. 9 a.m. Not 8 a.m. 9 a.m. We got Scooby Doo and the Curse of the 13th Ghost from 2019. Another movie time. They love to do their Scooby Doo movie nights or movie days, whatever you would call it. It is technically still earlier than day, so it's day movie. 10:45 a.m. Jellystone. 11 a.m. we got the Looney Tunes Show. 12 p.m. Tom and Jerry Tales. 1 p.m. 1:20 p.m. we got Grizzy and Lemmings, which is replaying the episode. So if you don't catch it the first time, go and check it out Sunday at 1 p.m., 1:20 p.m. That might be a better time for some people. I know a lot of people are going to be busy on Saturday. That whenever it comes to late night, they're definitely going to be watching for sure. 1:30 p.m. we got Regular Show Lost Tapes. 2 p.m. Tea Times Go. 3 p.m. Amazing World of Gumball. And even through the wildness, we still have the show that deserves a huge shout out. 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m. we have Ben 10. The Alert Below and Ghost Freaked Out. Definitely gotta be one of the shows you gotta watch. This is as close as we got to Check Your Past on the weekends, is our Ben 10 Sunday slot, which sadly I never get to, but I just gotta give it the credit that credit deserves. 5 p.m. official switch over to Adult Swim. Starting off with Bob's Burgers. 7:30 p.m. Family Guy. 10:30 p.m. Rick and Morty. But the big one is 11 p.m. New episode of Rick and Morty with Salute Your Morts. Part of that season 9. Man, Rick and Morty, it's gone a long way. I think they will go up to like multiple seasons. I think I don't know if they'll outdo Family Guy or even The Simpsons. That's going to be hard, but they're definitely going to make it last as long as they can. And they have so much things they can do with the characters. It's kind of crazy. So that is something to think about. 12 a.m. Besides the damage, we got Smiling Friends. 12:30 a.m. Adult Swims, The Elephant, playing the little random series, not series, but like a little mix special thing, if that makes sense. Yeah, I still need to see this. I wanted to really watch the documentary as well as the elephant itself, but I never really got around to it. And that reminds me of another small that I never finished that got an official little adoption, and I felt pretty bad about it. 1 a.m. American Dad, 2:30 a.m. Rick and Morty once again. 4 a.m. Smiling Friends. 4:30 a.m. Adult Swim's The Elephant once again playing. You haven't noticed, it's just a mimic of the same slots, just replayed. It's lazy and I don't mind it too much. They're just trying to get through Sunday. That's fine. Fine. And to close it off, this is our dead time, end of your schedule, slash one of the best ways to start off the morning. Actually, it's I don't think it's as good as Dragon Ball Z Kai, but it's pretty awesome. 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. We got home movies, supreme dry humor. I mean, why not watch home movies? Just overall a fun little series. I think it's a gem. I really do. It's so dry that it's just somehow funny. We got it was supposed to be funny in method of acting for our episodes. So there we go. Another Toonami schedule down. Looked at some other cool stuff for Saturday, Sunday. Looks like a new series is showing. 2 Nights Ago has a marathon. We had a Grizzy and Lemmings. Of course, new Rick and Morty episode. New My Adventures with Superman episode for part of season 3. Anything else worth shouting out? Duggar Bender, Blue Lock coming to an end not too long from now, but still very much worth watching. Ben 10, I don't think if I haven't said Ben 10 enough, definitely big highlights. I already said Rick and Morty season. I really don't have anything else. Talked about the new series. But that's everything. Hope you guys stay safe. Until next time, peace out, guys.